Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up and that subscribe button. Help us get to 1,000 subscribers. And today, what I wanted to talk about is the new BMW M3 and M4 here in the picture. So essentially, I just kind of wanted to give my take on it. So when I got the Golf R, I was like looking also at BMWs and stuff like that. And I really liked the new B58 engine because it had a closed deck. Versus the open deck of the old one, I think the N55, which was in the N's, or maybe N54. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I really like the closed deck. I think the B58 is a more reliable engine than the old, the old engine that the M3s had and the 3 Series. I think the 335 had. So I'm really happy to see that the B58 was upgraded and it was put into the, new M3 and M4. And I think that everything about this car is sick, especially that it's still offered in a manual. But the one thing that I do not like is the grille, as everybody else doesn't like, right? But again, I think that, given all the other benefits of these cars, there is an easy fix to the grille. Is one, I've seen some images with a plate on the front plate, and it doesn't look too bad because it kind of breaks it up. Or you could easily just get a new bumper. When you do modifications to your car, you're getting this M3 or M4. It's already got a good amount of power. All you really need to do, aesthetically, is maybe just change the bumper to some aftermarket bumper, get it matched to the rest of the car with paint, and then you're good to go. The car looks sick already. Now, another thing I think is the power of these cars is pretty good power numbers. So I think that the M3 and the M4 are good out of the box. But if you did want to do an extra modification or two to it, I'm sure there'll be plenty available once these cars have been out for a little bit. And not just that, I could see them easily with the, because they're turbo cars, easily picking up a lot of wheel power just from simple things like a cold air intake, a tune, and then I'm sure that it has the variable exhaust, so you might even be able to just save some money, do I don't know, mid-pipe headers, whatever, and keep the stock cap back, things like that. I think you could probably just drop maybe $5,000 at most and do all these things, kind of the exterior bumper, and maybe do an intake, mid-pipe or one more thing, and then cold air with a tune, and you're already probably pushing into or close to 600 crank, with few modifications and just a slight exterior modification for the grille. And I think BMW went with this grille because I think they're just, whoever had the idea of making them even bigger, they're trying to make all their cars follow that same style cue. But a lot of us don't like that, especially on this car. But it's an edgy thing to do. I think that was their mentality. Just like when the new Mustang comes out, people are always when the 19 came out or 18 came out, people are like, oh, I don't know if I like the headlights, I don't know if I like the front, I think it's ugly, it looks like a catfish, or whatever you want to say it looks like. But then after a little while, people warmed up to it, and with some exterior modifications and whatnot, the cars look absolutely sick. And I think that BMW is trying to do something like this. They might have not went the right route, but that was, I think, the mentality behind it was to just shock everything, and it worked somewhat, because now everybody's talking about it, because that's how marketing works. You want to give something that people will talk about, and then you're getting free publicity by people like me making this video, or just just in general, people going out, people on Facebook just talking about it. So I think that was their idea with it. Now, I'll put a link to an article in the description if you want the exact specs. I'm not going to go through the list of every minor detail, but again, just to recap my opinion, I think the B58 engine is going to be sick, way more reliable than the old one, in my opinion. I think the car looks dope. I think with some minor changes, it can really look even more perfect. And then with not that much money in modifications, you can make this car really fast. So it's definitely a good car to buy, in my opinion. Now, I don't know if we had pricing, I might have it in the description, but guessing it's going to be very, pricey, especially if you're going to go to an M4. I mean, it might be close to the same price MSRP as like a GT500, if not more. So you might want to get something like, depending on what you like. But I mean, I could see like a M3, especially once they're used, like a couple year used, being pretty affordable and like a good platform to work on. At least, a good new platform to work on. Of course, they're going to be a headache to work on, but you know what I mean. But I do think that it'll be somewhat reasonably priced. And then there's still other options out there, like for the 3 Series, that I prefer the 3 Series because of the 4 doors, but there's more options, like, you can still get a 340, and you can get them with all-wheel drive, which is nice, and you could still do things to them to make them just as fast as the M3, if not faster. And then with the M3, I did forget to mention, the competition models have more power. I think it's just over 500, like 503 or 506, which is cool. But you can, easily get to that power level with a tune on a stock, on a non-competition M3. But then the thing that they did mention is that the competition only comes in 8-speed ZF automatic, which I don't know how I feel about the ZF 8-speed. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's not bad. It works. But that's the option there. And then they will have an all-wheel drive competition option, which is going to be super sick and super fast, but it's probably going to also be super expensive. So let's just keep our eyes and ears peeled for that. But those are my 2 cents about the new BMW M3 and M4. If you guys liked the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to comment. And let's talk about these cars, and any comments and ideas you guys had. I always reply very quickly. So I'll catch you guys later.